So that's little Nala. She's the newest member of our family. I'm here with Draeger. So he's going to be pretty fierce when they grow. And I felt like I should tell you guys something that's so beautiful that's happened in our life and in our family with these two. So we had two toy Aussie Shepherds, loved them. They were just a tremendous boost to our souls, man. They were full of love and they rub their face against you and make you feel amazing so many times. And through a chain of events, the coyotes got through our oversight and protection, and they had a bigger brother that would protect them. He died, and then one at a time, our two precious dogs were targeted and we lost them both. Tragically, it was very upsetting, very traumatizing, the way that it all went down. And when we're trying to transition this big old boy Draeger in, well, before he was ready, three coyotes hit his little brother and horrifically tore him apart right in front of Draeger. So Draeger was pretty traumatized by that, as witnessed by his grieving, his mourning, and his behavior around other dogs who run up to him suddenly. Now he, instead of being confident and secure, he panics and he gets scared, and that's not like someone with his breeding. So he's mourning, grieving. I've been watching the whole family mourning and grieving, and we just feel such a deep loss. And I prayed yesterday. I said, Father, please, I ask you for mercy from the pain, for my family, for my wife, for my dog, for my kids. Like, we feel such loss, and they were so precious. You gave us those precious little dogs that gave us so much love and healing. You know what a gift they were, and you know what we're feeling in their loss. I ask you for mercy for my family. And it occurred to me to call the same rescue source that we'd gotten Draeger from just several months before. And I said, hey, do you have any other dogs that fit our needs? And she says, I know exactly who you need. And I drove, I took Draeger with me. We met her. We accepted the new pup, little Nala, we're calling her, because Nala is Swahili for lion, queen, success. And Nala walked into our home last night with me, a successful queen, lion of this home. And she will always be. And I'm just so grateful for it. And when I went to go meet her, I took Draeger with me, and we met at the same dog park where I had gotten Draeger from his rescue service owner. And so I think he instinctively understood that she was another orphan that we were taking in, and he immediately took her under his wing. So they sat in the back seat, and he licked on her and snuggled with her all the way home. And then when we brought her home, he is helping her learn to use the doggy door, and he brings his rawhide to her and drops it in front of her so that she can share it. And he just stays with her and looks over her. And they're only about a month apart in age. And it just seems like he loves her and accepts her so deeply and so willingly. And now there's a harmony in our home, and my wife is so happy about it, and I feel so good about the development. And I pray, thank you, Father, because when I was in pain, when this had just happened, Tressa was running out to save little puppy Scout from the coyotes. She turned her back on him for just a moment, and Draeger was running toward Tressa, and she knew instinctively something was wrong. So she was running to Scout and yelling, and I was right behind her, but it was too late. So the three of the coyotes, very vicious and aggressive now, targeted him, and it was just like a shark roll, just spinning, and dirt was flying everywhere, and it was horrible. And Draeger was right there watching all of it, just running in circles, not know what to do. He was still just a pup, only 5 months old, and not even ready, couldn't even comprehend that level of violence yet. And so no wonder he was traumatized and grieving. So immediately after we lost Scout in that horrible way, I began praying, Father, I don't know why this was allowed to happen. He was so precious to us. Why did it happen? And I know that we are to praise you in the storm, and I know we are to give thanks in all things, not just the good things, not just the convenient things. So Father, I choose to use the free will that you gave me to praise you in the storm and to give thanks in all things. Even in this, I thank you because I know that you're good. And I thank you for those precious 2 dogs that we had that gave us so much love, so much healing, so much support, and would just rub their faces on you and cheer you up if you got bad news or had a bad day, or just because. They would just constantly come up and snuggle. And I thank you for the beauty and the love that they gave us in return. And so then when I prayed for Mercy, wow, how it was only hours after I prayed that prayer that we found immediately a source, and we found Nala, and she's so perfect here. And I'm just stunned. Guys, it's not subtle, the answer to this prayer. It is not subtle at all. It's very, very clear. It's brutally clear. Boom. Here's an answer to your prayer, and in such a beautiful way. So I feel like it would be negligent not to share that good news, not to share that beautiful answer to prayer and testimony. So our Creator, he knows what we need, and he is good. He is so good. And I'm glad that I didn't fall down and get bitter and angry and start yelling at the sky. Why? I did ask why, but I asked why in faith. And I immediately gave gratitude, even though I didn't understand. I don't have to understand why something happens to know that he is good. And what a beautiful blessing he brought to us so quickly in the form of little Nala. So she and Draeger are going to have all the weapons and the DNA and the size and the muscle and the teeth that they need to defend themselves with each other. Now, if we turn our back for a split second and the coyotes try to come, they're going to have their hands full instead of just a little lapdog without that capability. So God knows what we need, and he is good, and I'm just thankful. And I wanted to share this, and I thank you for listening, and maybe share this with someone else if you think it might be a blessing to them for some reason. God bless you. Thanks for listening.